What's going on, everybody? Free to play OG here. We are back on day number 230 of the free to play account series in Marvel Future Fight. I hope you're all doing wonderful today. Happy to be back for another one. Tons to talk about today. We obviously got the patch notes for the upcoming Marvel Zombies update, and we'll be going over all of that. It's looking interesting. It's kind of like this one really feels like we got to wait and see where everything lands, right? But yeah, a lot of interesting nuance and like some kind of weird things going on with the patch notes. But we'll break all of that down. A couple rewards to open up today. See about getting Mephisto's second potential, all that good stuff. But before we get started, what's going on, Sharon? How you doing, buddy? What's up, Peter? How you doing? Maiden Spades, what up, dude? You can call me Woody Joe. You can call me whatever you want. You could even call me late for dinner if you feel like it. What's going on, Etney? Love you guys. I hope you feel better soon. Wayne Clark, always a pleasure. Thanks for being here, bro. Kylo, what's going on, dude? Anakin, what's happening, brother? Varun, what's happening, dude? Thanks for being here. INL's here. Appreciate you as always. Ariel's, what's going on? O's, what's going on? Let's get this thing fired up, man. Dispatch party. Let's go. Get some rewards here. Massive 289 clear tickets. Toot toot. Excuse me if I'm like coughing and stuff. I don't feel like full-blown sick yet, but I'm still not feeling well, so just kind of like meh. I don't feel much worse than I did yesterday, so I'm hoping I can just kind of fight off whatever my body's trying to get into. I do like 171 dispatch tokens, though. I like that quite a bit. That's very nice. That's very nice. And even 12 carbonadium there was off of like very, very little time. That was a nice large amount of carbo as well. Nothing really good here. Let's rotate it. What's going on, Bam? What's happening, brother? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You know, it's a good point that they can't, if they were all total bangers, man, and you felt like you needed every uniform, this game would need to change significantly for it to not feel really bad, probably. Because if we felt like we needed to buy every, or even half of all uniforms, we would be really hungry for crystals. So we'll see what happens, you know, what goes down, man. We'll see how this thing ends up playing out. Nothing good here either. Ew. Let's get out of here, man. Let's go. Psh. What's up, Zafar? How you doing, man? Yeah, there. Hey, we'll get into it. I'm reserving all my. I even was pretty good last night. I tried not to like. Hanging out in all the lives, I tried not to talk too much about my opinions on what we were seeing because I thought I'd save it for today. I'm just going to go through the basic collection stuff here real quick. We'll get the inbox, alliance, all that, and then we'll jump into the patch notes, talk about all of that stuff. Break her down. You know what I'm saying? All right, what's up, alliance? So double dono's gone. Just heads up. So no more of that. But I did notice that we'll have a ton of these mementos, dude. I think you only need like, I don't know, it certainly wasn't over 2,000 that I was able to spend, and I think I got it every day, so. Yo, what up, Macaroni Don? Good to see you, man. What's up, Sanjeev? GB, what's going on, guys? Thanks for hanging out. Hey, no. No 999,999 donations. You get booted for that kind of stuff. All right, band challenge is already done. Everybody's cooking this morning. My goodness, I gotta play catch up or something. All right, and then we'll ask for that right back. Very nice. And we're about up to 800 there, which is looking good. Really? That's interesting. Ariels can actually use Wanda today. Yeah, and I didn't, you know, there was one more thing I meant to do, guys, that I just did not have enough time to do, or get around to, rather, because I was busy doing other stuff, and that was to, like, really list out and break down the ABXL days, and who could potentially move what, because there's a lot of, like, weird stuff going on with, like, we'll get into it still, but I apologize if it's a little discombobulated. We're going to get our OB right here. We're just going to grab it right off the riff. Yeah, there we go. What do we got? Physical attack crit damage. Very nice. We will take it. And then, nice. We got Carbo from our Alliance Conquest chest. Hey. So, a nice, juicy, whatever that was, 125 carbonadium, something like that. Let's go. A crit for a 3-star attack speed Uru. Whoa. Slow down. You might hurt yourself. Yeah, 125 carbonadium and a nice steel Odin's Blessing. Nice way to start the day. Let's go. We got the 50 life seed from the check-in today, and then tomorrow, kind of snuck up on me, we get a tier 3 advancement ticket. And keep in mind, guys, it is just the ticket for the advancement step. It's not like a mega ticket, I don't think. I'm gonna grab all this. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, life seed. Man, the gold is just crazy lately, guys. Crazy. I don't know what's up with that, but man, they sure have been giving us a lot of gold, man. It's crazy. The update is tonight and it goes live. So the game will go down at 6 p.m. my time, I believe. I believe it's 6 or 8. There's so many times to remember with resets and everything, but it's like 6 or 8. It might be 8. And then it goes down till midnight my time. So for most people, that'll be tomorrow. For people in like India right now, it's evening time for you. So the game won't go down until what, tomorrow morning or like around midnight or something your time. And then, no, like midnight or whatever. Anyways, and then comes up tomorrow morning for you guys. So, all right, let's keep rolling here. That's the inbox done. We are done here. We got a couple people hanging out. What's up, everybody? Let's get into these patch notes. Watch your eyeballs. We're heading over to the forums, man. All right. See if we got this queued up right. Look at us go. Look at us go. All right, guys, I'm going to try and read through this quick because there's a lot of words in front of this for some reason. Greetings, agents. This is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. An unknown virus has spread across the globe, turning countless citizens and superheroes into zombies and throwing the world into chaos. In this update details, we are introducing the September update featuring the Marvel animation zombies, Marvel Zombies-inspired theme. New uniforms have been added for Shang-Chi, Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, Captain Marvel, and Scarlet Witch, who are now in conflict with each other. Ah, sad. Some having survived the chaos as humans, others having turned into zombies. Tier 4 advancement has been added for Shang-Chi, a master of Kung Fu known for his diverse martial arts skills, and Miss Marvel Kamala Khan, a superhero fan with a strong sense of justice. Additionally, the zombie survival content, where you must fight off waves of zombies and survive until the end, has been newly revamped. Other improvements to make the game more enjoyable have been added as well, so please check out the details below. All right, my friends, let's check out the details below. So we got a new uniform for Mr. Shang-Chi here. Trying to think about how I want to present all this information. I've got like some notes here on the side as well. So Shang-Chi, combat hero, stays the same up here. Human male justice, all looks the same. Uniform passive or effect, I think he got a little bump here. I'm not mistaken, just like a numbers buff. Might be wrong. I should have pulled up his old uniform to check it out. But I'm not going to break down each thing individually, basically because I didn't do that. I don't have the old effects pulled up. And for like Shang-Chi, guys, it's been so long since, hey, take it easy, goat. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Appreciate you, man. And what's up, Jermaine? What's going on, dude? So basically, I'm not going to break down each effect here. Alex is really good at that, by the way, if you want to see someone break down all these individual abilities and how they are different from his old uniform. But what I will tell you is that, he did get some pretty significant buffs here, guys. It is definitely not just numerical buffs. I'm actually switched over to the game right now. I'm going to try and pull up Mr. Cheese himself just so I can do that. I should have been a little more prepared with it, but especially for Shang-Chi, I want to take a look at his old kit because where is this clown? Come on, man. He's trolling me. They changed the way... We didn't like tier 3 him or anything, did we? Where you at, Shang-Chi? We tier 2'd him. He's in here somewhere. They changed the way... There he is. That is... iframe ignore skill works, I believe. So it's no longer... yeah, it's no longer on the 3. It's on the 4 now, and they added some buffs to it as well. It was on the... Or no, it's still on the 3. I'm crazy. I thought they moved it. They didn't move it. It's still on the 3. Weird. It's like... So, yeah, on his original kit, was it a counterattack? Yeah, his reflect is crazy, I know. But I'm thinking about the iframe ignore. I thought it was a counterattack, but I think they just tricked me with the name Master's Counterattack. I don't think it was ever a counterattack. Like I said, He hasn't had an upgrade in a long time. Yeah, it was just called counterattack. It never was one. The biggest thing is his reflect is still very, very strong. It's 80%. It's not energy or physical. It's either. He does have invincibility and a huge heal, which is really important. He does not have penetration, so we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, other than that, looking at his skills in the live stream does not look like he's going to be very like PvE friendly. Definitely looks like a PvP oriented kit. And I think he's going to like be viable in AC and Team Battle Arena, but maybe Team Battle Arena. It's going to depend on bans probably. I'm interested in this guy. I hope he's really cool and interesting, but I don't think we're breaking the meta without immortality, revive, or penetration. So, you know, we'll see what happens. He could be good in PvE. You'd have to use like a rage or something like that with him. But we'll just have to see in that regard as far as like how much damage he does. The only way we'll know is if he gets in there and punches a boss and we take a look. So we'll see. But yeah, the reflect is kind of a big deal. So we'll see how that plays out with the tier 4 advancement in PvP and see if that ends up being really effective. And the other thing is he does have the skill reset. And that is what they moved around. So now I believe it's the 2 skill. 10 ring staff resets the cooldown on 10 rings paunch. I believe it's the paunch. It's something like that. Does it not even listed in here? Where is it? There it is. It's his passive. When you use the 10 ring staff, resets the paunch. There you go. There you go. Oh, thanks for reminding me, man. Thanks for reminding me, guys. Here you go. Bam. Let's do that. That is the coupon code from the update. I'm going to go ahead and pin it. That is for 200 crystals. So don't mess around. Use that coupon. Get your crystals. Anyways, there you go. The passive here, he still has the skill reset, but they changed around the skills that it resets. So, yeah, we'll have to see how he lands. Probably going to be useful at least in PvP for like AC, hopefully Team Battle Arena. Certainly won't be like taking over Timeline Battle, most likely. We'll see, unless the reflect is absolutely newts, but I doubt it. Reflect, in my opinion, just never seems to make those kind of waves, really. All right, moving on to Kamala Khan. The biggest thing to point out here is she is not Kamala Combat. We are sad, but that's okay. She is Kamala Speed, and she is still a hero. But the thing is, she's not human. So no direct, she has some direct competition with Luna, but she can't directly replace her. She's going back to Inhuman, which is interesting, strange, whatever, we'll see. You know, one could argue that having different uniforms for different days is a good thing because you get more variety. Luna's Snow still retains some value for people that have her or picked her up, but doesn't dominate so many days. This is assuming this uniform is good, by the way, and does damage. But yeah, has the potential to replace a couple days, I believe. This is where I'm talking about. I don't have all the days exactly pulled up. What up, Damien? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Good to see you, man. So yeah, I don't have all the days like exactly to see who's replacing what potentially, but she does not have the human tag, so she cannot do speed human. So she'll be relegated to other speed hero day or days. And her kit looks pretty boring. There's not a lot to say here. It's going to be about how much damage it does, honestly. I don't think there's any like major crazy changes here. There were some small ones. She does not have that weird skill that changes depending on who strikes anymore or who like attacks in the skill. She has a skill that will work consistently with burn and shock on it. I think they moved a skill around or a skill effect around a cancel effect or something like that. But anyways, looks pretty straightforward. This is really going to be about how much damage she does or does not do. If she comes in and hits like an absolute dump truck, then yay. If she does not, then boo. And I think that's pretty much just quite simply what it comes down to, man. She's either going to hit hard or not, and we'll see what happens. All right, this one's really interesting. Looking at Captain Marvel, the zombies are villains. Zombies are villains, which is what we'd expect. There was just weird wording leading up to this. Human female justice, same everything there, except she gets the zombie ability. The decreased chain hit damage by 40% here is pretty crazy. That is a lot of chain hit damage decrease, not gonna lie. Huge basic damage received buff, or Basic damage received buff. Yeah, I guess it's called a buff. Increase basic damage by 55% when attacking characters without zombie ability. So when she's attacking anyone without the zombie tag, she's going to have 55% increased damage. These are pretty crazy uniform passives, y'all. These are pretty crazy. I don't think she's going to break the game. I'll wait. I'll summarize after we're done here. But anyways, tier 3 skill, boring. Yeah, boring. Pretty boring. Nothing here. Super armor. I think she always had these buffs. I'm not positive, but I think so. No real changes there. The major changes are going to be that she has... what did they add here? God, I did so bad with this. So she got like an additional ability thing, I think, on her iframe ignore here. She got debuff removal, and I think I can pull her up, see what she always had here. Better way to do it, man. Do the direct comparison. I just was not prepared, running late this morning. Apologize. There we go. So yeah, just looking at her, yeah, it's changed pretty significantly. Holy smokes. So they added this big old buff on it. It's not what it was. The buff before was 35% all basic attack, and now it's like attack and defense by 45, crit rate, and removes incapacitation. And I think that's different than it was. Before, it was just increase all basic attacks by 35. That's a pretty big change. The invincible is also 4 seconds instead of 3 seconds. She also has a heal on the 4 skill now, which she did not have before. I believe it was moved. I don't think it's new. I think it was just moved, and I think it was greatly increased in effectiveness. I think it was like a 10% heal, and now it's a 25% heal. So, yeah. Big improvements to her iframe ignore skill. And those should... So, okay. So, the combination of the uniform passives giving her all this defensiveness, the iframe ignore skill being changed dramatically so that it's more defensive, bigger heal, big old buff to attacks and defenses and all that, and removing incapacitation, as well as... Well, yeah, this changed a lot. She got... So it was... That's weird. It was listed as incapacitation on her other skill, but now it just says remove active buff from target. I don't know if there's a different... well, she's got... That's right. So she's doubles up now, I guess. She's got incapacitation on the 3, and then she's got remove active buff on the target on the 4. So she's got double buff remover, basically. But... what up, Shivansh? But... Still no penetration, man. But still no penetration. So we'll see what happens here, man. This could be kind of good with weapon hex, but here's the thing, guys. This is probably going to be a hard skip for me, which is fine. It doesn't bother me at all. It just, I don't have weapon hex or access to her, and I do not think the PvP viability of this uniform is going to be nearly good enough to justify purchasing it as a free-to-play or low spender without weapon hex. You're gonna want the immortality, and without penetration, again, we'll have to wait and see how it lands. I don't, the destruction, the CTP of destruction trick, man, I swear I've never seen that work. Never. So once I see that work, I mean, like, I think people used to do that for her, like, back in the day, but I don't think the CTP of destruction for penetration... You guys tell me, when was the last time that trick actually worked and made a character viable for PvP? I don't know. But it is true that you can get penetration from a destruction. So, anyhow, moving on to Wanda. Watch this. She's a villain. She still has meatballs. They're made out of zombies. She'll probably do a lot of damage. There you go. That's kind of boring, but kind of true, man. This uniform is boring. I'm not going to lie. It's a bit boring. It's mostly numerical changes. Personally, I'll just come out and say it. I thought the skill effects looked terrible. I'm not excited for this uniform at all. I'm hoping it's like skippable for me, frankly. I'm hoping that I can just like sacrifice the day and just not pick this up. Totally just a personal thing. Like I said, I didn't like the aesthetics of the skills very much. But we'll see, dude. This could come in and hit so hard that it's just a must get. However, I do not think they're going to let her surpass Mephisto. People would be so salty, rightfully so, if that were the case. So I think she's not going to take over that day. I think she's just going to be a cheaper option. And then what? She has like 1 or 2 days outside of that where she can dominate as a universal female villain or whatever, 1 day or something like that. I don't know. If you have the hero uniform, it's the Jean Day. She's basically knocking Jean out of the meta. So Jean Grey's done. Dusty. We called that. Hate to say I told her so, but I told her so. She's going to replace Jean Grey, but probably not Mephisto, right? So we'll see what happens again with damage. It's just going to depend on how this uniform lands. There are minor changes to the skills, but they are minor changes. And one thing I will say I was kind of disappointed about, dude, is they kind of just copy pasted one of Morbius's skills for one of her skills. Hey, and that's kind of not awesome, guys. I know Morbius was a long time ago, but you think we forgot about Morbin time? Because I don't think anyone forgot. All right, moving on here. We got tier 4s for Shang-Chi and Kamala Khan. Again, I apologize for kind of scattering, like being scattered on that, but that's the gist of it, man. Most of these, I think we're going to have to see how they play out in-game. Oh, was it Captain Marvel? Thanks, Ino. Captain Marvel, then. Yeah, whichever one had the, like, claw bitey effect, and it's, like, the exact same thing. I think it's probably animated slightly differently, so like around a different shape or something, but it's like the same effect and the same pattern. Anyway, Shang-Chi is getting increased basic attacks by 80% for 7 seconds and 60% increased max HP for 7 seconds. It's straightforward, but pretty good. However, tier 4 skills, they get used in PvP, just not that often, so we'll see how that plays out. People usually die before they're using their tier 4 skills, especially in the kind of content that this character would be used in. So we'll see how that plays out. And then Kamala Khan got the Luna Snow tier 4. So she got increased basic damage by 100% that decreases 8% every 1 second for 10 seconds. So you get a big old buff to damage and then it slowly, decreases over time. And yeah, we'll see. Again, with Kamala Khan, it's just if she hits hard, yay. If she doesn't, boo. There's not a lot much more to say than that. But yeah. Interestingly, Warwolf, Gorilla Man, and Slapstick are getting the Transcended skill. So we will have Awakened, or Transcended Potential, for these 3 characters. The buff, I mean, I don't know. We never break these down. No one really seems to care. Looks kind of funny. It's got some slapsticks, like cartoon flavor to it. It looks like bombs falling, the big kaboom. It's actually pretty cool. So, would be neat if any of these guys were ever actually usable. We can only hope, right? All right, guys. Zombie survival overhaul. Slapstick has nothing to do here. Yeah, I mean, could look funny. Could do that. What up, Dean? What's going on, Earl? What's happening, guys? Thanks for coming and hanging out while we go over the patch notes and everything, man. It's good to see you guys. Zombie survival, a mode where you survive defeating waves of zombies in a set amount of time, has been revamped to provide a new and exciting experience for all agents. Here's the deal. So basically, before you had to kill the boss. When you killed the boss, you had succeeded. It didn't really matter how many zombies you killed, at least in my experience, because it never really moved the needle that much. A little bit. It mattered if you were someone had the exact same wave clear as you. Anyways, that will no longer be the victory condition. Now the victory condition is to simply survive. There are still bosses. There are still zombies. It looks like they come with a little bit different cadence now. But all you have to do to clear the stage is live till the end of it. Okay? The difficulty levels have been simplified. Instead of having 100, there's just 10. They just squished them down. So now stage 2 is equivalent to stage 20. Stage 3 is equivalent to stage 30. I'm not sure how much I like that. I don't really get why they did that, but okay, that's fine, I guess. It just makes less nuance to like push against each other, which I don't really like. So I think I don't really like this. It makes it so if like Ned has cleared stage 2, I can either clear stage 2. Oh, but never mind. Interesting. That is something I did not consider. That might make the amount of zombies you kill far more relevant to how you rank. So me and Ned both get a clear stage 2, but if Ned killed a bunch more zombies, his score, it makes the score matter. Okay. Moving on. The skill restriction has been changed. Before there could be 3 skills restricted, now only 2, making things a little easier, especially for us scrubs that don't have fully built accounts. You can autoplay. Yo, what up, Cardi Vision? What's going on, dude? You can autoplay zombie survival, which is nice for those first like 5 clears to get the challenges and everything. Just get them done real quick. Corrosive gas is no longer in the hazards because now basically the main mechanic of zombie survival is zombie gas. You gotta watch out for the zombie gas. And basically the way this is gonna work is zombie gas is basically just like an rage mechanic that prevents you from running. You have to kill zombies because zombie gas will get stronger and stronger based on how many zombies are on the in the stage. So if you don't kill them and clear out the stage, the zombie gas is going to kill you. So that's kind of, this is actually a real, I gotta say, this is a more thoughtful rework than we get in most mobile games. Like the way they redid this mode, they completely reworked the way it's played. So now like there's sort of, like I said, it's like an enrage mechanic where if you take too long to kill the zombies or you can't and you're like running away and kiting, eventually you'll just die because this gas is going to creep out, do tons of damage because there's tons of zombies and just kill you. So basically you have to fight down the zombies to keep the gas down. And then, you know, just survive through the whole thing. So I'm really interested to see how this plays out. I think it's going to be cool. Really into what they did here. I think it looks really nice. So apparently the condition required for the required number of surviving heroes in some challenges has been changed. Okay. 3 new bosses have been added. So now there's Scarlet Witch, Captain Marvel, and Wong as available bosses for the stages as well, which is kind of cool. As previously announced, Zombie Survival, which was temporarily suspended, will get rank 1 rewards for everybody. Everybody's going to get rewards paid out, and then Zombie Survival will come back up after the maintenance, is what I'm understanding here. I do want to comment on the co-op thing. I'm glad they didn't make this co-op. I don't know how they would have done that, guys, and not had it been so totally cumbersome. The game is already really demanding time-wise, and I don't think that having another mode where you can queue up, get disconnected, lose players, get kicked out of lobbies, have the game crash is a good idea. I think it would have been really difficult for Netmarble to balance, really annoying for players, and I would much rather just have a quality single-player mode where we compete against each other in leaderboards. That's how the community, you know, participates with each other. Than having a full-blown co-op mode, which would introduce all kinds of problems to the game. So I think this is a massive W. I'm really impressed with what they did. If you watch the live stream, Juicy, then you would have seen some of the gameplay, and it looks kind of neat, man. They've got like the zombie gas meter that fills up and all that. So yeah, Ariels, we don't talk about Wanda, bro. No, I'm trying not to be negative about aesthetics and stuff because it's subjective. So, but yeah, I'm not overly impressed with the model for Scarlet Witch either. I think Captain Marvel actually looks great comparatively. So weird. Anyways, watch this. What? New artifacts, you say? Yeah, we got artifacts for Werewolf, Gorilla Man, and Slapstick. Pretty cool. And then moving on to the future past. Just kidding, psych, what? Yeah, Werewolf got a support artifact. So, interesting, man. If you want to use Werewolf as a support and you get this artifact, okay. I don't know. This is at 4-star. It's 15/15 increased damage to villains and heroes. So, hey, whatever. There it is. There you have it. That's what it is. That's what it does. And that's how it is used. All right, moving on here. Pretty weird stuff, man. But cool. Cool to see that, right? That's an interesting thing. I like that. Future Pass looking pretty basic here. Nothing really to go over there. These new icons... Top 2, yes. Bottom 2, no. For me. In, out, out. Which may actually end up being kind of how this update plays out. In, out, out. No, we'll see. I'm just kidding. I have no idea what's going to happen. But yeah, that's just my taste. I like these two. I think they're pretty good. And then these two I'm not a huge fan of. The uniform collection is here, so we aren't getting any more zombies, I guess, is my understanding here. So the mid-month will be something totally different, which I can't say, like, you know, people are going to be disappointed. No Thanos. They're going to be disappointed, especially about Blade, it sounds like, which I get. I totally understand that, but there's always people missing from updates, and if we hadn't gotten Wanda, people would have been freaking out that we didn't get Wanda. That's all. The other three, they could have been left out. No, I'm just kidding, kinda. There are people that like these characters a lot. I do like Shang-Chi, and I actually am a fan of Captain Marvel. Don't shoot. So yeah, but looks like it's complete. So if you want 1,800,000 gold, you can complete this uniform collection and get it, man. So there you go. Hot deals are updated, woohoo. And here we go. Other improvements and changes. Wow, this is taking a while. Thanks for hanging with me here while we get through all this. The maximum number of items that can be mass selected for sale or conversion has been increased from 24 to 50. Thanks. That's a nice quality of life change. Appreciate that. Awakened ISO 8 can now be used to... Awakened ISO 8, you can now use Boost ISO 8 as a material to change options. So basically, you can use your Boost ISO 8s to re-roll the options on fully awakened ISOs, which is a nice, again, a nice little quality of life change. And then there's a massive change stuck in here that everybody's talked about, but you know we're going to talk about it. They changed World Boss so that the clear boss with specific heroes condition no longer requires you to have those heroes in the actual team playing the stage. They can be in the strikers. Very, very big change. It does actually nerf World Boss. It makes it a little easier because you can use a full team or that actual clear with 2 supports instead of having to use that third wheel character in the team. You can now just have them on the strikers. But the other thing that this does, guys, that's really huge, nobody needs to tier 4 Ant-Man. There it is, man. Yep. Nobody needs to tier 4 Ant-Man. Jokes aside, you don't need to tier 4 the characters for World Boss Legend Plus anymore. You can use tier 3s as strikers, I believe, and Transcended Potential characters. They made a change on that name a long time ago, and it has 2 steps. You awaken potential, and then you transcend potential, and it's very silly because I get confused about the name. Anyways, and then in World Boss Legend, you'll be able to use tier 2 characters for the clear requirements. So it's really nice. Yeah, you don't have to. Can you use tier 2 strikers in... No, not World Boss Legend Plus. No. No. Yeah, no, you can't. Can you? No. Tier 3s, right? You're gonna make me check because I'm tired. Feel good. I don't remember anything right now. Oh, wow, you can use tier 2s. How did I not? So everyone's only got to be tier 2. That's just crazy, man. That's a massive change. I thought, wow. I thought, crazy that after all this time, I thought I was just never paid attention. And I thought you had to have tier 3s for strikers, but guess not. They make you have tier 4s to compete in it. Anyways, huge change, guys. Makes a really big difference for a lot of people. It's going to save you on a lot of builds you don't want to build and let people push through the bosses a little easier, which I'm not super mad about. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. All right, let's go. Moving on. Timeline battle. The last team you used is pre-selected when you enter. Cool. Neato. New speech bubble and giant boss raid. This one's huge. This lets you know something. Whoopsies. My bad. No, you get a new speech bubble for the co-op skill. It's going to announce it differently or something like that to make it make more sense or something. I don't know. Make it easier to notice when a co-op skill has been used successfully. So to like tell you when you have the buff. Hey, thanks, Rabaz. How you doing, man? And what up, Icon? How you doing, bro? And then the name of Hellstorm's uni was fixed. And they made it so Shelob doesn't show up when you use Ghost Rider with really, really low graphic settings. They made it so the spider's just not even there. It just does a different skill effect now. And yeah, they fixed the TVA title on the Hellstorm uni. And then fixed an issue where some parts of heroes' appearances were not displaying correctly during gameplay in Alliance Battle. Good. That sounds like a great change. Dang, and there we go, guys. But wait, we're not done. I know, so much yapping. Sorry, we're almost done. Let's see if this works. Nice. Yeah, I didn't do something stupid. All right, so talking about the collector's vault. This is getting totally overhauled, and it looks really interesting. The images we got are from a test build, so I think the titles of things are a bit confusing, like where it says Participants 5. A lot of people were getting really confused about that. I don't know if that's their remaining participations or whatever, or the total number of rewards that'll be paid out. But I guarantee you more than 5 people are able to participate, excuse me, in these. And the way that they've changed it is you no longer like go into a little screen. You picking up on the hints, Frozen Archer? Let's go. You no longer have to go in a little screen, click the little gamble button and watch it like go through and pick the little things. It doesn't work that way anymore. Now you get these collectors chest tickets from, I'm not going to remember the exact wording he used, and I don't have the audio linked up here, but plus I wouldn't want to try and find it. Basically, you use these tickets for entries, and the tickets, I think, can be farmed, or you can use gold. So it's like a lottery. Basically, you pay into the reward you want. You buy tickets for it. You buy entry tickets, or a raffle. It's like a raffle. You buy entry tickets, you buy your entries. The entries are capped, so you can just go for the max entries. And this is true. So everyone will still get the 4-star, I'm sure. I don't know exactly how that's going to play out, but I believe everyone will still get the 4-star somehow. But they're making it so these larger ticket items are more accessible for people to gamble for. Yes, and like INL said, the tickets should come from like actual gameplay. So you actually like play the game to compete in this event, or if you don't have time to play the game or whatever and farm tickets, it looks like you can use gold. So you can basically buy the tickets. We'll have to see all the details. I just wanted to make sure to go over this a little bit because they talked about it in the live stream, and this is a massive change in my opinion. They are totally reworking this, and it looks like giving way more people a chance to actually compete for these large ticket rewards. Again, test build, so we don't know what's what here, but do notice that there is a 6-star artifact for Medusa, a 6-star artifact for Scarlet Witch, and the CTP of Veteran, all available and looking like... So weird, it says this one is running now, so you can compete in it. These are coming soon, and this one, these are already paid out. So who knows how many rewards we're gonna get per, whatever this is, collector's haul, or whatever it's called now. Nice, GOAT, love it, dude. This is actually like, this looks like a super good event now, actually. But it looks like there's more chances for better rewards for more people where you don't have to crash out of the gambling thing and sit in it and watch it go. Just looks like a really nice change to the game in my opinion. And the other thing is, yeah, this is a big hint at what's coming in the future. This artifact is not in the game yet. Yeah, exactly, Jermaine. Exactly, bro. This artifact isn't in the game yet. So it looks like we are probably getting Medusa. And when I say probably, we're looking at like all signs point to yes. She was on that list to get an update. We're seeing her artifact now. So anyways, there you go. Just wanted to go over this really quick. And I think that about sums it up for the patch notes. There's one other thing to tell you guys. Wow, I think I actually almost got it all. And I was so having a struggle bus this morning. They announced officially that the ABXL changes are coming in the near future, as well as the Epic Quest. And for that reason, we are going to have a 3-week period in between this update and the mid-month. They said it was for that reason. They might just need more time for development. Whatever. We've been getting good events. Don't care. They are going to push back the mid-month a week. And we do have seasonals coming up in October. So it looks like we'll probably get like, I don't know if it's going to be mid-month main update seasonals, or if we're going to get seasonals for the mid-month. I have no idea. But that's pretty much everything we know so far. All right, guys. And then one more thing to say, and that is I am so glad the live stream went better for these guys this time. The live stream was great. It was fine. It was much, much better. The technical issues were minimal or non-existent. The feel of the live stream was more fun. They felt more comfortable. They were having fun. And the information they actually showed, even though Netmarble gave them some hard stuff to deliver, which is a bunch of stuff from test builds that isn't complete, and a bunch of this is coming in the future, they were still able to present it all in a really good, concise way. This is just much, much better. I'm not saying 10 out of 10, but yes. I did not want them to have another like fail live stream. So there you go, guys. Woo! All right, man. Let's play this game. Holy smokes, that took a long time. Let's do some GBR, dudes. Woo! Let's go. But a lot coming, and I'm excited about some of it. I'm actually like not even mad that there's probably going to be some skips here, because we could use some skips, man. We got a lot. Yeah, dude, they had so much more fun, man. And it was so good to hear the announcer and 3RL actually able to like have a good time and chill and do the live stream instead of panicking about technical issues the whole time. We got it in the pinned comment. KT3, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? It's up in the pinned comment. I'll say it out loud though one more time. Return of Zombies up in the pinned comment. It is the coupon from the live stream, and it is for 200 crystals. B's and G's. Get in there and get your crystals. I guess real quick, if you don't know, show you real fast. You go here, go to, what is it, info. So you go up in the left corner, click your name, go to info, go to coupon, and then you just paste it right here. Sorry about the white screen, but there you go. I just wanted to show you guys for new people that are here in case you don't know how to apply those coupons. That one is incredibly valuable, so get your crystal on, folks. Yeah, kind of. Haleo Man, what's going on, friend? Thanks for being here. Yeah, I would say they're they're not the same thing, right? Tier 2, mega tier 2 tickets especially should be very precisely targeted, but when you've got like a ticket that just takes a character from level 60 to transcended potential, there's no character that's locked from doing that for any reason that you can use that ticket on. It's the same for everybody. So as long as you're using the ticket on somebody that you want to transcend, then it's good to go. And that's the difference. Same with tickets that take characters from like 60 to 70. It's the same no matter who you use it on. So as long as you're using it on, you know, somebody you're sure you want to take to 70, then you're good to go. But with the Mega Tier 2 tickets, they're rare, and you have characters that you can't tier 2 because they're premium, right? So in that case, it's a whole different story. So just like you said, my friend, just like you said. Yeah, the pinned code is the code for the coupon from the live stream. 200 crystals. Ugh. That was a lot of talking, man. I'm feeling that one. I'm gonna sip something to drink. Yo, Mephisto, you are making a mess in here, brother. I can't see nothing. Oh, look down. I can't even see my balls. There we go. Much better. Much better. Whoa. Oh, I was going to say thanks. I thought that was it. I lost track. Okay. What's the code? It's in the pinned comment icon. All right, one more. Let's go. Are you sure, Final? I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. The only thing I could think is you maybe have to link your account to something, but I don't think so. I think you can do it regardless. When you say go for her bios, what do you mean? Ah, different on different phones? Yeah, I don't know. What's up, Al? No, I don't think they'll add anything as specific as zombies for Alliance Battle. No, sir. No. I don't think so. What up, Alex? What's going on, dude? No, yeah, don't do in crystal enhanced for gears. No. Oh, man, you guys want to see something cool? I'll do it after this run, so I don't kill us all. Or myself, really. More than anything. Not sure anyone's relying on me to do damage here. Oh, wow. No, really? They expired that quick? Has anyone gotten it to work right now? Did anyone get 200 crystals from it? Because I know they expire pretty quickly, but I thought it was like 24 hours. Whoops. That was dumb. Man, we finished season 3 of Yellow Jackets last night. Ugh. That didn't work out. I don't think I've watched a TV show that has lost me as hard as that show lost me in a long, long time. I did not like the 3rd season of that show. My goodness. Thank you very much. But in the spirit of positivity, we watched the last episode that came out. It's not the end of the season, but the most recent episode of Alien Earth. And it was so good. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, that one just did not hit for me. Woo! Y'all check this out. Look what my wife found yesterday. I don't know if you guys can see it really well. Oh, wow, it looks really cool in the light. Check that out, dude. That's such a beautiful golden chanterelle. Found that about like, I don't know, quarter mile from our house, maybe something like that. Needy McGee, you bail on the Alliance and then you're like, add me right now on stream. What are you talking about? Hold your horses, homie. I'm showing off mushrooms. Golly. Come on now. No, probably not, Varun. We probably won't buy any of these uniforms right off the rip. I can't see that being a great idea just because if any of them are going to be good for us, it's almost assuredly going to be, well, if it is Shang-Chi or it is Kamala Khan, it would depend on how many days Kamala Khan can cover, and because she's inhuman, I don't think so. If she was human, maybe, and she was really, really, really good, but I don't think she's going to be human, and I don't know that she's going to be really, really good, so, you know, what you going to do? What you going to do? All right, let's see here. We are going to move on to looking in here at our Odin's Blessings, man. Let's see what's going on. I didn't clear out the inventory this morning, man. I didn't take out the trash, so we might have... yeah, I thought maybe I would combine up a few more of these because we got so much gold, man. And we've got, you know, the rest of the day until... Yes! What up, Bob Sarge? How you doing, brother? It's good to see you, man. Yeah, she can cover the ABX day. All right. But yeah, I thought I'd combine up a few more of these just because we can, man. We got lots and lots of gold, so yeah. Can she cover the new Inhuman Day? That is the question. How do I want to do this, man? I think we'll do it this way. Let's do like, I don't know, maybe let's do like 1 million gold's worth of these. See, we're gonna have to do them a couple times. I want to spend around like 10, maybe 15 mil here. So 75 is a nice number. Let's go 75. All right. And then what do we get? 36. Do a few more here. Oh. Nice. A nice square 50. A nice solid 50. Let's see what we can get here off the 5s. Meh. Not great. Definitely not great. Okay. And one more. There we go. Let's see. What did that give us? Not a ton. Let's do a few more here. What do we got? 60. Yeah, that like barely touched our gold. So just playing it. So you know what? I think we're just going to do all our 4 stars. We're just going to do them up, man. I want the OBs pretty bad. So there we go. No way, Jermaine. Is that real? That's freaking cool. I didn't know that. How'd you figure that out? Just paying attention. Something we don't do a lot. Anyways, yeah, let's just combine all these up, man. Let's just do it up, man. Do it up. Try and get some OBs here before this ends. Figure we've got the extra gold. Like I said, we might as well try for a couple. I wouldn't imagine it was just for the 6 stars, but I don't know. I've never heard that claim before. I've never heard that. Right. There we go. And then let's do some combines here. Yeah, and we'll just tear up all these, and then, I mean, it's not a ton, but I just want to do our best to get OBs before the event ends. We might get one more here, and I haven't been using a lot of Uru because we've gotten through the part on our account where we're like building like, you know, 10 characters all at once. Sorry for the bump. Do you know how the new vault works? Not really. I don't know, Al. We're gonna need more information. I kind of went over everything I could kind of intuit from what we saw, but yeah, we're gonna have to get more info on it. It's not happening like right now, I don't think. We're gonna wait. You know, that's not gonna come until maybe like that 3rd week we'll get it, or maybe, I don't know, because didn't we just have it? But yeah, we got the Dr. Voodoo artifact, but it was like barren. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see what we get. Do one here. Here. No dice. And no dice. We ate up all our good luck, or whatever they say. And so, we get the doo-doo. I think that just about wraps it up. I'm not sure. I don't want to do a lot of these if we do any, so I'll do like maybe 2 here. 2 here. Okay. And then do like 1 here. And then just clean up and call it good. Back to energy attack. Good luck, Frost. What's going on, dude? Congratulations. On your P card. yeah, let's do that and see. That's an interesting idea. Good idea, dude. Yeah, I'm really curious about that. So we should be able to combine at least once here. Bro, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy. How is it combining? Because it'll take whatever result is from that and then do it? Is that why it says 3? Bro, how could... Oh, but yeah, because it'll combine. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, it's legit. It's official. It's real. That is nutty. Yeah, except now it can't because it made it a locked one. Crazy, dude. That's an interesting thing to know that I never knew. Ha! We learned something new today. Good one, Jermaine. Good one, bro. But yeah, no OBs, no worries. We already got a bunch and we'll get them on the next one. Grats, Tinkerton, again, man, since you're sitting there and you're the winner, bro. Seriously, grats. All right, guys, moving on to the next thing here. Let's go ahead and get rid of a little bit of energy, go for those mythic emblems, and then we'll get into some world boss here. Okay, no dice. What we doing here, man? Wow, that's brutal, man. They should leave that working for longer. So you got to catch the lives almost if you want that coupon. That's crazy. Then I will get rid of this because I guess it is done expired. Bummer, guys. So yeah, catch the lives if you can, or just try and catch the coupon. And I'll put it up on Discord. That's my bad. I thought we had a 24 hours, but next time I'll make sure to ping everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'll ping it in Discord next time. That's my bad. I mean, I guess, sort of. My bad as much as not, you know, telling everybody, whatever that's worth. All right, let's see here. What's our world boss today? Mephisto, huh? I ain't seen something like this in a while. So we'll just do some world boss plus and then a couple stages of Mephisto. We've got... Iron Fist we can use. We'll just wait until after the update and then we can... I mean, I wouldn't say you need to put a destruction on your Hela. Just throwing that out there, Julie. I mean, it's up to you. She can use one to do things, but like you got to ask yourself, are you using Hela as like some kind of damage dealer? Why do you want a destruction on her, you know? That's what people say to put on her, but they say they put that on her because it just makes her tier 3 skill do a bunch of damage to bosses, I guess. And yeah, you just got to ask yourself, are you using Hela to clear like World Boss Legend stuff? Which I decided I'm not. I'm not sure that my Hela ever like even needs a CTP at all. I don't think that's a thing, really. What a weird like setup. That's cool. Yeah, her tier 3 skill does a lot of damage, but like that's it. So like there's characters that aren't annoying to play like that you can use if you want. But it's up to you, man. Yeah, that's my thing is I just look at what I use her for. I'm never ever in a position so far where I want to use her. A destruction on Iron Man should be workable. I don't know that it's what you want, but it's fine. And also Iron Man's in a similar boat where all Iron Man's going to be for is World Boss Legend stage pushing if you need a blast hero or whatever. And in that case, I think, I mean, like I said, it's not going to be his best CTP, but he should be able to make it work, right? Isn't it destruction just a single skill damage proc with like guard break immunity? Something like that, and penetration, and then the proc is just a bunch of like boss damage. So it should be fine. I don't know. What up, Machi? What's going on, homie? Hope you're doing good, man. Yeah, I am excited to see how everything lands. Because we get to decide who our next tier 4 is now. But I don't know that it's going to be any of these characters. Maybe, like, if Shang-Chi is, like, legit, dude. If Shang-Chi actually, like, brings some spicy peppers to PvP, might consider picking him up, maybe, and tier 4 in him, but I don't think that's the route I want to go, because we have Mephisto coming in short order, which isn't the best in PvP, but for us will be an amazing upgrade for the account. Even with a PvE CTP, he'll still be really, really good for us. And then our native tier 2 for Black Friday is going to be like Silver Surfer or someone like that. So we'll get another big character for PvP there. So I'm not sure if Shang-Chi's is going to fit into our plans, but we'll see. And then, like, with Kamala Khan, it's the same thing. Like, I wouldn't pick her up and build her before Black Friday unless she was crazy good, so we'll see what happens. And then Captain Marvel's almost assuredly off the table because we have no access to Weapon Hex, and I think without Weapon Hex, she's going to be skippable at best. And, yeah. So we'll see. Interesting. And we'll see what happens with Wanda. We'll see how she goes as far as, like, her damage and what days she's covering and what's happening. Yeah, man, Solo the Faltine. Be gating us all the time. Let's do. Sure. Oh. Oh, no, she doesn't have one. I don't care. I need another set of strikers that isn't... This one's fine. This works fine. Yeah, the uniform collection got posted, so... That pretty much seals the deals on the zombies for this one. Trying to read, Thanos. Give me a break. Woo! Oh, I am stuck in the middle. I am doomed. Wow, that heal was clutch. Oh no, you won, you son of a gun. Alright, there we go. Again, I could probably use a different striker here, but hey. No. Man, that's a tough question, like, 6-star selectors have so many options, man. No one can really tell you without seeing your roster, if that makes sense. We don't know what you have, so we don't know how to tell you who to pick, basically. That's what it comes down to. I could tell you a bunch of strong characters you could get from a selector, but, yeah. Like, as far as the specific one you should get, very much depends on what you already have. There we go. Alrighty. One more World Boss Legend Plus. Rar goes the Hulk. Yeah, I wonder about that too. If, like, does damage to boss types scale the same as damage to villains? And if it does, why would someone like Sif ever be considered better unless her, does it just scales better because it's just a different bucket? Or I don't know how their damage scaling works, but I assume it's like damage buckets like that. Something like that. Interesting, man. Hey, yeah, grats, Dante, dude. Nice, man. Yeah, we're getting a lot of tier 4 mats lately. It feels really good. Feeling really good. Yeah, we'll just use Storm here. I don't know, Varun. We don't know. I was waiting. We were talking about that yesterday, and I was waiting for, you know, this update to see what we get. I don't know. It's up in the air. It's a kind of a tough choice. We have 11 out of 12 tier 4s for 4 World Boss Legend Plus teams. So that's factoring into the decision, right? And then we also have, oh my goodness, man. Like not a ton of interest in the characters we're getting in this update, so it's hard to say exactly who we're going to tier 4. It could be... It could be Captain Marvel. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Just depends. I got to see things land because it's going to depend on what we want to do with Scarlet Witch, what we want to do with Captain Marvel, a whole bunch of stuff. Variables in that one. I'll always be taking a look, though. I pretty much check every day to check which character I want to do next. Yeah, no, not Ant-Man. We don't need him tier 4 anymore at all. Sucks to be Ant-Man. That was his only thing he had, man, and they took it from him. Yeah, we have Scarlet Witch unlocked, but she's still just sitting at like 3 stars or whatever, something like that. She's just chilling down low. It's a tough thing to figure out exactly who to tier 4 next. Not always a clear choice. Probably not damage-wise, Curry. We'll see, though. You never know, man. Power creep's coming for you. Sure. That type disadvantage. Let's see how it goes. And then, yeah, can't we just... Oh, no, not till the update, duh. Yuck. All right. Sure, then. Take her with you. Why not? Yeah, no, I know that, Dante. The issue is going to be how she functions outside of Weapon Hex support. And if she doesn't, then it's completely off the table. It's already pretty much off the table. It's like right on the edge of the table, about to just like fall off, man. Type disadvantage, type smishage smanage. Oh, could not one-shot the last phase. Come on, Venom. Boo. There we go. I was hanging up their message retracted. Don't be ridiculous, YouTube. Alright, man, there we go. Yeah, it's weird. It's about the same rewards. Carbo-wise. With this as World Boss of the Day. One more. Let's go, Ghost Rider. And I'm glad we remembered to include Mephisto. Or the game did, because I probably would have forgotten. Man, my brain is cloudy. That's how I'm feeling. Like, just, ugh. Feel like I got something coming on, man. I got that zombie virus coming on. Oh, no. For Scarlet Witch, nice, there's some Life Seed, there we go. Yeah, we might do Scarlet, I don't know. What I'm waiting for is just all the pieces to be on the playing board, like on the board, so I can look at them, look at the testing, see who's good for what, and then I'll be able to decide like what we want to do. Because we have a lot of options, obviously. A lot. So, yeah, we still probably want to get Silver Surfer and Void Knight, even though it's like the tail end probably of his value. Still doing really, really well and capitalizes on Agent Venom, the Team Up collection, all of that. So, might go that route. Depending on how good Kamala Khan is and what days she covers, we could consider picking up her uniform and taking her to tier 4. I would like a native tier 1. So whether it's Shang-Chi, Captain Marvel, Kamala Khan, Venom, Gamora, Nick Fury, it doesn't matter, just a native tier 1 that we can sneak in here because I really want to get that 12th tier 4 on the books, like as soon as possible. So we can start doing 4 World Boss Legend Plus clears a day. And we're creeping up on the ability to just go ahead and do another native tier 1, tier 4. So, yeah. Oh, Cyclops or Cyclops. I like that idea, but how much do I score with Captain Marvel? Like nothing, dude. In what, ABX or ABL? Just bad. Not good. Build honor's terrible. It's not terrible, but it's not good. Got her artifact. Yeah, she also just, I haven't given her any like love. She just has like a bad build too. She has like stage 6 overdrive instead of stage 12. That is a huge DPS loss. Yeah, huge DPS loss. Just saying. And I've said it before several times. I have not been representing this character well. She doesn't have her uniform max. She doesn't have a maxed ISO set. She doesn't have max type enhancement. She has maxed nothing. She has 5-star Uru. She doesn't have her crit damage capped. There's like so many things to fix with this character. So, yeah. I don't know. Could be getting a lot more damage out of her, but she'd still be significantly behind some of my other characters. Significantly. But depending, I like characters we can double dip value. So anyone who can like double dip with uniforms, we're going to be watching Wanda really close. I would much rather go with the hero and villain uniforms for Wanda, but I probably won't. Here's where I'm sad. I'll go ahead and tell you guys why I'm sad. I like this uniform. I like the skill effects. I like the way it looks. I like everything about this uniform. We also need this uniform. It's Universal Hero and covers days that we either are scoring really poorly or not covering. I do not like the looks of her new uniform. I do not like the skills on it. I do not like a lot of things about it. So I am sad that I am probably going to have to just pass on this because I think the replacement for these is coming really soon, whether it's Medusa or someone else. I think it is looking to be replaced, so I'll probably play it smart and just save the crystals. I don't see a reason. Like, I would be better off, right? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. What are we using? Okay, I gotta go look because it's like bothering me now. Let's see our requirements. Where is Jean Grey even covering? Like it, Universal Female? Is that like, because I can use Captain Marvel there, Captain Marvel there. Don't need her there, 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 need her there, don't need her there, don't need her there, and I don't need her there. So the free-to-play perspective on this, I think, is very different than the spender perspective on this. Captain Marvel can cover everything for me. Everything. I don't need Scarlet Witch for anything in either uniform. Oof. So, am I going to pick up either of those uniforms? Probably not. As much as it sucks, I just don't think so. Universal Villain Female. What's Universal Villain Female? I don't think that's a day, brother. That's what I'm saying. That's like what I'm getting at, is that's not like there isn't even a day. Like, we're talking about the difference between coverage and the meta. The meta is how to get the highest score on every given day, right? Coverage is just making sure that I get a score on every single day, right? So for me, there is literally no place, right? Did I miss something? There's no universal female villain requirement, right? People are just using her because she scored better than like other characters, I guess? Or am I blind and I'm missing it? I don't think so. We went through them all. So anyways, yeah. Saving crystals. I know, saving crystals. Why would I spend crystals on Scarlet Witch's uniform to get a slightly better score for a couple months till she's replaced? That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Why would I, you know, like, I just, yeah, you would seriously debate the value in, like, okay, I can either buy both the uniforms for Scarlet Witch to replace my Captain Marvel and have a, I don't know why I want her for universal, like, I still am confused about the universal female thing. But, yeah, I don't need anything Scarlet Witch offers except that it would improve my scores. And I would just wait it out. If it was brand new, if she was like getting the hero uniform right now, I would get it because it's just like a massive improvement. And maybe I'll still go that route, but it just seems like a lot of crystals. A lot of crystals that I could potentially save for something else. And also, I know because I don't have things like epic quests, I don't have, you know, there's a lot of crystal unlocks still to get on this count. A lot of things to unlock, so. What do you mean? What? I'm not gonna spend crystals on Captain Marvel. Why would I'm not gonna spend any crystals? She's already crystalled. What I'm talking about is not spending crystals on anything. I'm talking about just passing. And just holding tight. Working on her build. Yeah, and I think for like that day, what are we using? That, where even is that? Universal female. Human. Female. There's universal villain. I think we're confused about days, guys. There's universal villain. There's no, like, am I blind? Am I just missing it? There it is. Hero, there, sorry, there it is. There's the day. It is villain female, right? Is the day you're talking about for ABX. So let's go in here. Villain female. What? I don't need to do that. I mean, I could, but do I have to do it right this second on stream, Goat? Or could you DM me and I could just do it afterwards? You know what I'm saying, brother? Especially, like, seriously, dude. He's like, I'm leaving your alliance because I don't get enough mythic rifts and whatever else you said. And then he's like, now add me to your friends list. Immediately. Immediately! So anyways, all those days are covered. It's all I'm saying about my account is it'll be a tough choice because the coverage is already there. So whether I want to improve the scores or not is something I just have to figure out. So that is what we will figure out. But we don't have to figure it out just yet. All we have to do right now is go get scores in Alliance Battle and keep this thing rolling. That's what we got to do. All right. Yeah, here's our Universal Villain Day right here. And yeah, like, I'm not picking them up now, so. Yes, Crusaders, absolutely. Absolutely, I'm excited. That's one of the reasons I'm thinking about crystals a lot. We got Black Friday spending coming up, and then we've got an epic quest coming out in the game. So could be some pretty spendy crystal investments coming up. Plus, I want to work on the cards on Black Friday, which means we're going to be probably gambling for cards with crystals. So a lot of things to consider. There's just a lot of things to consider. And for my account, like, those are the kind of things I break down, like whether or not I want. Dudes, I even think about the specific rewards that I would acquire. Like, I know that Alliance Battle is like an Alliance-wide score, but there are not rewards that I'm interested in for us getting a higher score. It's just a leaderboard. So if I don't get a better reward for purchasing a uniform, if I don't get like some tangible reward, you know, I really would just consider passing on it. At this point especially, where we've got like our first whole round of uniforms purchased, so we have like the meta kind of covered or whatever. At this point, you'd be more particular about your crystals, you know? I would think, at least. That's how I operate. Because, like I said, we got a lot of things to purchase with crystals still. We ain't done. I did read it! Goat, I read it. I read. It's good. That should be discussed in private, and also, you know, those are things you could always bring up to try and improve in an alliance instead of just dipping, but it's up to you, bro. And no, I'm not going to be dealing with that now on stream because A, I'm in the middle of an alliance battle, and B, I don't want to deal with that on stream. So, appreciate you, but no. Needy Magoo. All right, moving on. Dude, what are you? I'm like, what are you tripping, bro? What are you talking about? Get out of here. All right, I'm just gonna use null. I don't even care. I gotta plow through this stuff, man. I am fade. Ugh. Oh boy. People are funny, man. Man, yeah, like my eyes are already burning. Do I even have a cancel? Ew, Loki, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna cancel it. Plus, I don't have it up. Oh, there we go. But it's on the end of it. Don't think it'll hit. Oh, Loki, you pro. Look at you go. What an absolute Giga John. I'll save this one, however, because you ought to be jumping into the middle here. There you go. Or I could have used it. You never have to, like, save the tier 4 with no. Charges it every rotation. I don't know why. Because the cancel's awkward with Loki, that's why. Ow. Tier 4 skill build so fast, man. Where are we going? What? Oh, okay. All right, bro. Well, not really sure what's going on there, but see you later. I guess we're done with this ABX. He's had enough. Yeah, well, Yeah, we'll want to replace... Yeah, weird, man. It's gonna be weird. I might have to, like, have a chat with someone about the future of ABXL. We also have changes to the game mode coming, so we don't know if we're gonna have changes to restrictions and stuff. We have no idea. Like, the future's kind of up in the air right now. Yeah, Loki's crazy. Not anything I'm getting into right now. Heck no. This is not the day where we can use Black Knigget. So we are just this. Yeah, Mr. Munch. Yeah, I believe so. This is the day in question. Yeah, the tier 4 builds super fast on those guys. Plus, they like, with Null, excuse me, especially, you're rotating through his skills really, really fast. So it builds up super quick. All right, Striker. What's the actual cancel today? It's Fracture, so Hulk's got that stuff covered, man. He's got that covered. Just the co-op skill. It'll help. Oh, I thought he went the other way. That's... Oops. Right. Almost got it back together. That cost a lot, though. Yeah, cost us quite a bit. Plus, no delay picking up the light, yada, yada, yada. And missing the tier 4 3 skill. Not enough time for it anyways. Anyhow. Like the Hulk, man. Always getting a decent score for us. Yeah. Man. That's kind of what I'm talking about, too. Oh, yeah. So check this out. If we go to 10 million here, we get a couple team up collection tokens every day. And 12 million is where we start getting the tier 4 mats. So 12 mil is really our goal here. Tier 4 mats. Orange circles. Yes, tier 4 mats here. And then after that, like 14 mil, it's nice to get a million gold, but it's not, you know, a big investment basically to get from where we're at here to get here. So like the goal is to get here first. And then these are kind of distant dreams, if that. And then oh yeah, gotta just, there you go. Here it's even worse, where like, watch this. This is where it gets really weird. Okay, you guys ready for this? And free to plays might want to pay attention, because this could actually be really important, and I don't hear people talking about this at all. 7 million, we get team up collection tokens, very nice. 10 million, this one's huge. You get the 6-star Uru every day, really, really nice. All the way up to 13 mil, you get some more team up collection tokens, and we're done. That's it. That's it. And that's it for ABX. That's all she wrote. Next thing I get that matters is at 21 million points. This is like brilliant CTPs and stuff, guys. So when I'm talking about like, do I really want to invest in this or that? If the investment gets me from 13 to 15 million, it doesn't do anything for me. I don't need tier 3 materials at all. CCF arguably sure would be nice, but not at the cost of what it would cost to get here. Team up collection tokens are important, and we want to get them every day, so they do matter. But how much do they matter? Because we're already getting them, and as we push our team up collections further, they matter as much as they do. This gets astronomically difficult to progress. It's failure after failure after failure, and every one costs like 40, 50 tokens just to take an attempt at it. So looking at like 2 tokens or whatever it is, well, yeah, 18 mil is real nice in ABX, brother, for sure, but it's like, I don't know what it'd take to get my account scoring 18 mil, but we're a ways off. So when I'm thinking about uniforms, yeah, these tokens are really nice. This is what you use to get gift boxes that basically guarantee premium items, if I'm not mistaken. You can, what, it's in like the craft section or something weird. You can like actually craft, is this it? Yeah, this is it. For 50 of those tokens, you can craft a, one of these chests. Oh, which doesn't even guarantee a premium item. Wow. Wow, wow, woo, wow. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh golly, guys. No. Again, no. 15, 15, and 15, right? So 45, 55, 65, 70, 80, 93% of the time from this chest, you are getting stuff that's okay, but not great. And for 50 days of these tokens, this chest is actually really underwhelming. I'm not going to lie. I feel like this should cost like maybe half as much, like 25. Yeah, I know, silly me. What up, Desmond? What's going on, homie? So anyways, I think that's something that's actually worth considering for people. Do keep in mind, guys, that this is an alliance-wide mode. So if your alliance cares about it, I'm not encouraging people to like tank their alliance battle score, but we don't get rewards for it. You know what I mean? For like the overall score. Hello, young lady. So in my humble opinion, especially in ABX, the value of these higher rewards is really, really low. And I'm not going to prioritize characters and builds to get 12 mil on this day. I just don't really care for it. It's not very helpful. A million gold, again, is nice, but the build that it takes to get to 14 mil, I'll just take the really, really good upgrade. You know what I'm saying? I can afford to skip on some upgrades that would just get me a better score. You know what I mean? That's, I guess, all I'm saying. So that is why I'm looking at avoiding spending crystals for a while and just taking advantage of what I have, as much as it sucks. Because if I actually invest in Carol, maybe not a CTP, nothing irreversible, right? So just give her a full ISO 8 set stage 12, bring her type enhancement up the rest of the way, bring up her other skills, which is, oh no, I got them all. Fix her Uru, you know what I'm saying? Get her crit damage up. She'll score a lot better for us and more in the range of scores that we're looking for. And then a tier 4 costs us materials. It doesn't cost us crystals. So a tier 4 isn't out of the question. And then depending on how good that uniform is, it has to be balanced for weapon hex. So it's like a no % chance that she's going to be good in PvP in a way that makes that uniform worth buying. But if it was, we'd be double dipping on the tier 4 value with her. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I do want to keep that in mind. So like people like Mephisto, he scores so high, right? He's not going to be replaced for a long time, and anybody who comes close to replacing him is going to do just that, come real close to replacing him. So yeah, really comfortable investing there for ABXL because it's a massive jump, right? So crazy stuff, man. And so I don't know who the next tier 4 is. I don't know if it is going to end up being Captain Marvel or somebody else. We'll see. All right, man. Anakin, are you still here, brother? Mephisto is insane, man. If that's who you're asking about, Mr. Monch. Yeah, dude, he's crazy in ABXL. He's cracked, bro. He's so good. We've got a freaking CTP of competition sitting in our bags waiting for him. Not necessarily, Dez. It was in that list of characters that they data mined. They data mined like stuff for. That doesn't necessarily mean that it could be dialogue for World Boss Legend plus Thanos. It could be, you know, some other element of the game, a cutscene, who knows. But he was on that list somewhere. I don't think we'll see another upgrade for Doctor Strange until like Doctor Strange 3 or something like that. I think it's going to be a while before we see that upgrade. Oh, what up, Blaze? What's going on, homie? And Z Fandom, what up, dude? Good to see you guys. Yeah, I don't know. So, what's yeah, definitely have to be tier 4, right? And so that's why Captain Marvel is looking like maybe. Looking like a may just be what we're doing. Which is not what I was suspecting, because I've been dumping on her. Because I don't like that uniform. I don't like using it, but at least at tier 4, it's not as bad at tier 4 as it is at tier 3, that's for sure. Because at tier 3, you can't reliably cancel with it. So it's just like terrible. I could have taken any of these characters, man. We could take Spider-Woman. On you. Oh, I accidentally skipped Namor because my brain malfunctioned. I should have taken Namor. And we'll say here for punishment because I skipped him. Although we know we're not getting a Namor uni now, so never mind. But I do want to unlock him still. Oh, there we go. I guess Toxin was the correct answer. The correct answer is Toxin, I'm afraid. All right. Did we have any bios for him? No, I think that was the first ones. Look at this spread, man. It's getting crazy down here. It's getting crazy down here in the dungeon. We got Spider-Woman, we got Toxin, we got Rescue, we got Arrow, we got Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Mr. Sinister, Songbird started, Hyperion's almost done, Ghost, Sleeper, Exodus. I started that in the Epic Quest today. Almost done with Enchantress, and we've got 2 slapstick bios, man. You know, there you go. There you go. Nice, nice. Actually, I'm just gonna grab this, dude. The timing is so off on this thing for me right now. I just gotta... doesn't matter. It'll line up after the stream here soon, and that'll be nice. All right, man. No Anakin? I didn't see him. Looking for Anakin. Anybody else want their account looked at? I can do like 2 or something. I'm not feeling good, though, so I had to cut this pretty short. Take care of myself so we can keep doing it. Domino has a history of just like being a lone. She gets weird upgrades, man. You want us to look at your account, Blaze? We can look at your account, brother. You just gotta give me your IGN. Hook it up. Sure. Yeah, let's do those 2. Let's look at Unique Person and Blaze. I was gonna look at Anakin too. If he shows up, we'll take a look at his. For now, we'll just take a look at these 2. All right. Thanks for putting up with me being like low energy and stuff, guys. I really appreciate it. It's not feeling super. So thanks again for your patience with that. I appreciate it. We do this every day so you guys get the good days and the bad days. Yep, and Etney's sick. Yep. Nice. Nice. All right, let's take a look. Skis. 119 on the badge, so we're pretty early on this account. Nice 5-gem red sword there. Doing your due diligence elsewhere. Hopefully you see some more 4 swords here pretty soon. Still stuck with a bunch of 3s. Nice cooldown though, 12% there. Nice when you're just starting out. Okay, so Luna Snow, good. White Fox, good. Black Panther, 35, not so good. This card is considered pretty dang bad. I can see you haven't crafted it at all, so I'm not sure if you already know that. But you'll want to swap this one out. For sure. What up, Grimy Pipes? What's happening, brother? Yeah, dude, it's been muggy here, man. I don't know. Crazy. Kind of like not cold, not hot, but moist and annoying. Anyways, you'll want to replace this with, yeah, something like Ghost Rider or whatever. You know, Ghost Rider, Guardians of the Galaxy, and then, you know, Baby Spidey or New Avengers #9 or Black Panther 166 or Cable. Any of those options for the last slot. Good start, though. You want to look for the proc here when you can. You're crafting right now, so might be a bit, but that's okay. Rough rolls here. I think we joked about this last time. Take it easy, Shavance. Thanks for hanging out, man. Possibly, Crusaders. Yeah, like I said, I'm really not feeling good, so let me get through these 2 and we'll see where we're at. But, yeah, man, if we don't get you this time, hopefully we'll catch you on the next one. I'll take your IGN down, and we'll get it next time we're looking at accounts. If I don't do it today. So lots of blues here. Just make sure you're not locking blue resist stats here. These are all bad. You want to re-roll this whole card, unfortunately. You might want to, before you even consider re-rolling this, if you got any re-rolls, you might want to just finish crafting this card first. See what it looks like, because you might want to just let the Pierce chill here. Like, if you don't get Pierce on this card, you might want to re-roll it first. You know what I mean? If you got, like, duds all the way down the rest of this card, maybe you re-roll it if it doesn't have Pierce, something like that. But yeah, other than that, it's a good start. Just watch for those procs on the bottom of both of these cards. They'll make a big difference for you. And yeah, replacing this guy and then watching out for the proper set. What do we got going on in here? I'm just going to start saying it once on all my account reviews. I don't recommend equipping any artifact on any character that isn't the artifact for that character. So unless it's Doctor Strange's artifact, I wouldn't equip it. Just my opinion on the matter. 0.9 per 1 is fantastic. Are you doing? We've got Uru. Oop, careful here though. Careful with that. We got Fizz attack on Doctor Strange, who is energy attack. Yeah, oof. These are tough. If you don't know that already, at this point, energy attack and physical attack are very exclusive. Characters are either one or the other, and any physical attack you equip on this character is wasted. There you go. What do we got here? 0.9 per 1 with dodge, so just make sure your dodge is capped here. To get some better Uru as well. Yeah, watch with the Uru. Like, energy attack, energy defense, these are all... I mean, they're 1-star Uru. It's not a big deal. Just overwrite them. Don't, like, unequip them or anything. But yeah, you really want, like, 2 physical attacks, and then use the rest of the spaces for, like, ignore defense if they're not capped, skill cooldown, crit damage, whatever they actually need. And then with, like, damage dealers, like Venom, who don't really participate in PvP at all, don't equip any HP Uru. Either. You don't need them. You'll just want to use the 2 attacks, so physical attack, physical attack, and then whatever you need to shore up their stats in the details page to try and get them capped. Nice roll on that. Looks good. Same thing again. I won't kick a dead horse. Yeah, because it's fine. Moving forward, you will know this and you won't have this problem anymore. I would not try to fix it. I do not think... The heals, maybe, but probably not. Spending crystals to unequip Uru is not really preferable at any point, really. It's just that heal Odin's Blessings are pretty rare and quite good for PvP characters. But I think you can just kind of... You don't want to override them either. So, I don't know, man. You might want to consider, at some kind of discount, maybe grabbing these 2 heal Odin's Blessings. Yeah, you can. I mean, you can use HP. I never have. But if you're having problems with dying, you could do that or just restart. Yeah, you might want to try and grab these 2 heals. It's expensive though, isn't it? I could just ask you guys, but I'm gonna go look. What is it, like 300 crystals or something ridiculous like that to unequip an Odin's Blessing? I'm sure it's something crazy. Yeah, I would. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You take those off. I thought for sure I was about to see 300. And on discount, maybe 150. Maybe. That's not that bad. It's not optimal, but I'm actually really happy to see that that's not so punishing. It's on discount right now and it's 90, right? So I think it's 90% or 90 crystals on discount. But anyways, think about it this way. 90 crystals for an Odin's Blessing heal is an absolute steal. And that rhymed, which makes it even better. Oh, more for reforged ones. Got you. So these will be 70 then, if they're not reforged. So yeah, dude. You'll get the discount again probably on Black Friday. You could wait if you want to think about it. We have the discount for the rest of the day today. But these heal, just the heals in particular. They're not, and like the physical attack crit damage aren't doing anything here, but these... I'll spare you why the heals are so much more valuable, but the heals are much more valuable, and he's not really using them, so you may want to consider pulling those 2 heals off. That's all. Anyways, moving on. Let's see here. Ghost Rider looking savvy. Nice. Okay. Yeah, but still, with the Fizz attack. I was like, now we're looking better. This first gear, bro, this is what you want your Uru to look like. This is good. I'm just saying, because this is your 2 attack, crit rate, crit damage, crit rate. Assuming you need crit rate and crit damage, this is set up beautifully. And then when we go here, yeah, Fizz attack, Fizz defense, energy defense are all wasted stats. You want these to be like well, you have energy attack, so you'd want like ignore defense, crit rate, crit damage, whatever it is you actually need. And then, yeah, just apply that. Apply that logic to every character and all your Uru. Don't spend crystals ever to unequip. The only Odin's Blessings I would unequip are magics, strikes, and heals. Those are the only ones that I think are worth crystals to save. Other than that, I would say just kind of like oops. Oops poops. For your next tier 4, yeah, I see Storm's got a 26 here on the gear. So I would assume that you are taking her to tier 4 next, which seems like a good plan if you ask me. Come on. Well, come up here then if you want to help. So yeah, go ahead and tier 4 Storm for sure, or don't. You can go. You can't eat the Chantrell. My goodness, no. Ghost Rider is also a great option, but you're early on your account, so you're going to want to think about ABXL coverage. Gwenpool is still, for free-to-play players, going to probably just reign supreme as the coverage queen. So definitely somebody to consider for an early account like this. You do have Gamora and Bullseye, though, which cut into her value quite a bit. So I may have to retract that. You've got her right here, though, and she's almost built up. So I don't know. She's going to cover what? Villain, female villain. But that's like it, isn't it? When you have, and then like a human day, there's like speed human. No, but you could use Bullseye, can't you? Is there speed human female? Oh, what's it going to take for me to remember all these days by heart? Oh no. Oops. Yeah, isn't it like speed? Yeah, it's speed hero female, actually. So this is covered by your Gamora. That's the same day we use her for. And then speed villain, you've got Bullseye. Speed human female. This is the day. This is what I'm talking about with the requirements, right? This is the day that, like, Gwenpool would cover. So maybe I take it back because you've got Bullseye and Gamora. I think Gwenpool's only going to cover, like, 1 or 2 days for you, which is crazy, man. Are we still looking at this first account? Oh my gosh. So, Storm is good. I don't know, man, you got a lot of good characters that are going to cover days. Ghost Rider's just so strong and makes a good... Ghost Rider's probably a shoe-in, man. You've got the competition, give him the tier 4. You've got the artifact, you can use him in PvP. It's going to get a lot of coverage for you. Very, very good choice. Hulk's got his day. You can always go for Hulk. Probably stick to the native tier 1s until Black Friday. Yeah, but not over these other guys, right? She has 3 ABL days with no interference, but she doesn't have them if you have Bullseye, right? Or does he only cover an ABX day? Does she have the 3 ABL days independent of that? Yeah, because there's other options. Yeah, probably. Interesting. So, yeah, that'll be up to you. You've got 4-star artifact there, but no CTP. Yeah, check your coverage. You may still want to take Gwenpool to tier 4 because she gets a big upgrade there. I think these two are good choices to go for, especially since you have the artifact here. And you could swap the competition, but I would just take him to tier 4 and utilize it for now and maybe swap it later. Is it really only 1 ABX day? That's so crazy. So crazy, man. Yeah, that's basically the gist of it. I want to look at that one more time, though. I want to see something. God, I hate this. You gotta show completed stuff, or I'm just losing my mind, man. I'm getting tired. It is wild. All right, let's see here. So... yeah, she's going to cover the Speed Human Female Day. And it comes up twice, right? Is that what it is? Or no? The other one that she covers. So Speed Female, you can use Gamora. Yeah, Speed Human Female. That's round 1 though, right? That's it. Oh, human female. Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah. That's going to be the one. That's it. That's the one I'm missing. Yep. Thanks, I know. Yeah, dude. Sorry, I'm a mess today. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, it's human female that I'm not thinking of. So, yeah. Gwenpool is still a good choice, man. We're getting in the weeds here thinking about ABXL days. As far as your account goes, I think Storm is a great option. After that, I think Ghost Rider is a great option. And then, yeah, you can look at things like Hulk or Gwenpool. You'll be looking at a native tier 2 by then, probably. And keep your eyes on these new uniforms and make sure. Actually, do not. And then what does Kamala Khan cover? But you'd want to use this coverage. Depends on Kamala Khan. Kamala Khan might cover those days, right? Human female, speed human female. She will cover all those days. So if she's better than Gwenpool by a good amount, just something interesting to consider. That's gross though, because that makes this weird trinity you have to have for like, oh yeah, she's not human anymore. What the hell are these guys doing? She's inhuman. So never mind, man. God, I like how they made this nice and easy to work through with all the different types and stuff. Really nice, guys. Nice and clear and concise. Who's for what? Who covers what? Yeah, if she was, wouldn't that be nice? Or combat or anything besides what they made her. It'd be sweet. Anyways, yeah, these two are shoe in, and then from there you can decide. But you'll probably be getting close to Black Friday, where you should do a native tier 2. And Wolverine is a decent choice there. Scarlet Witch might be where you want to end up going, depending on things. Yeah, you've got her down here. You've got Silver Surfer, so maybe you rank him up. You'll have some options for a native tier 2 for Black Friday. And in the meantime, yep, there are those guys. And hopefully that helps a bit, man. Sorry, another little scatterbrain today. So, doing what we can, man. Doing what we can. Yeah. I don't know. Gwenpool doesn't have amazing scores, so we'll see. But I doubt her old uniform will do it. Interesting, though. What are we looking at? 246. All right, weighs in here. Nice. Swords look good. 5 gems. What is that? 5 gems all around? Yeah, dude. Nice. Nice. No cooldown here, but if you don't need it, it doesn't matter. Hey, full PvP set. Nice. Nice. Ignore defense is a little low for PvE, but that's okay. As long as you're like able to get it covered in your builds. Cooldown, energy attack. This is okay. Not bad. Not bad with 7 quality. All basics, cooldown, movement speed, crowd control time down, mine resist, cold resist. Yeah. Lock it. Probably lock it, since this is a PvP set, and then roll the other 3. Probably what I'd do there. That way you preserve Pierce. What we got going on? Yeah. Got your dodge, you got your physical attack proc. Not too shabby. Let's see here. Energy attack. Good. Bad. Well, you could keep this. You do need a little more ignore defense, so it's up to you with keeping these. But this is a PvP set of cards, so crowd control time down is pretty valuable. But you do still want some ignore defense because you still need to function. So it's up to you. But poison resist is a no-go. I would not take movement speed. Certainly not over HP. Not even close. So yeah, that's got to go. But yeah, we were looking here, weren't we? Energy attack. Yeah, you need HP. So you can lock your energy attack. And maybe this crowd control time if you want. But again, you just got to watch your ignore defense stats. And try and get them HPs. Want that HP proc on this guy, definitely. Over 7 quality. 7 quality, 7 schmality if you don't have the HP proc on this guy. In my opinion. Energy attack is good. All basic defense is good. Dodge is good. Again, up to you with the crowd control time. This might be a place you want to go for ignore defense. It's up to you. Could keep it crowd control time, but you can lock dodge, all basic defense, and energy attack here if you want. If you're not free to play, I would try to get all attack potentially. It's up to you whether you want to do that. You said you were though, right? Yeah, still working on them. And yeah, you said you're free to play. Yeah, this is really good, no doubt. Really good. So yeah, but in that case, energy attack's probably good because me personally, I'm not chasing all attack on all my cards as a free to play. I think that's crazy. So yeah, you could lock those 3. Looking for the proc here on the bottom still. You know me, I like the procs more than I like the quality. So I would always look for that energy attack proc over the quality. At 7, but pretty decent roll. His attack's good, crit rate, all basic defense, ignore defense, movement speed, and crowd control time. This card's good except for no HP. That's really the thing that hurts. And I would leave it alone for now so you keep the Pierce. And then someday when you're closer to 25%, come back and go for that HP stat on your PvP set. Because you're going to want it. And then here, recovery rate, crit rate, phys attack. This is actually pretty nice. Pretty nice roll here on the bottom. Especially like PvP oriented is nice. Especially with other stats you have. Fits in really nice. All basics, crit rate, crit damage, phys defense, energy defense, recovery rate. Interesting card, man. I definitely wouldn't touch this until you had like all your other cards with 5% Pierce. If you do break this, you're going to want the HP stat is really what you're after. And maybe get this changed to either dodge or crowd control time down, and then crowd control time down or ignore defense, obviously, here. Sentry uniform's amazing. That's for sure. It's really, really good. It's like my best tool in my kit right now is the Sentry uniform as far as PvP goes. Over Null with Agent Venom and an artifact. Sentry is still better for me. So I don't know why. I mean, you know, maybe things change at the top end of PvP, but Sentry is much better than Null in my experience. Like much better. Not kinda better, much better. So interesting. But yeah, so I like this uniform. I'd buy it. I'd buy that for $1. All right. What do we got going on here? Mighty looks good. Looks really good. Nice roll on that. Got 7 seconds. Looking good. Very nice roll on that one. Nice build too. Nice. Yeah, a lot of attack. You did put a magic on your guy. Cool, man. I like it. 0.9 per ones, of course. Good, man. Urus all look good, and an artifact looks great. Yep, looks good. Really good, man. Missing an Uru. Poor guy. He only gets 4. They only get 4. And then Mighty Authority. Nice. Yeah, everything in its right place. Looks good. Yeah, you just left an Uru off, I assume, because he didn't need the extra stats. So you were like, why even bother? Just waste a Uru at that point, kinda. Gotcha, gotcha. Energy attack. 4-star artifact, a Mighty Greed. Rolled well. Another really nice Mighty Greed. 180.9 per 1. Looks great. Mighty Conquest and an artifact on your DP. Good. CTP of Judgment. Woo! Look at you go, brother. Nice tier 4s, man. Nice account, dude. This looks really, really good, dude. Nice one, Blaze. Nice one, man. Yeah, same thing, right? Where in PvP, you just aren't feeling like you need the 5th Uru. There's like no point. I don't know. Are you good, though? Like, could you use some... I mean, you don't want to use dodge for her, but like, why not even just like energy defense? You always could put something. Something's better than nothing, right? I caught myself. Even like with this, something's better than nothing. So you should have energy defense instead of nothing. Right? Am I crazy? Or is that seem reasonable? Or is that a waste and you should save it to roll for Odin's Blessings? I don't know. On PvP characters, I think I'm going to go slap some defense on my magic because I don't want her to have dodge. I don't want her to dodge attacks. Yeah, right? I don't know. Maybe. I think that's maybe reasonable advice. The only thing I can think of is, yeah, saving them for Odin's Blessings. You know what I mean? Instead of using the Uru. But defense stats aren't, they're like valuable in PvP. So yeah. Yeah, this is a great account, man. Really. This is awesome, dude. Especially as free to play. This is a lot of work. And it is a lot of making the right choices, dude. Crazy stuff, man, for a free to play. Nice 6-star Carnage artifact. Beautiful build there, man. That's awesome. Boo hiss. Regen on Hulk. Just kidding. It lingers, man. They linger. Like a dingleberry. CTPs of regeneration. Yeah. So whoever was asking about the destruction, man, it's a thing. I've seen it. It's basically just like single skill damage proc with penetration and guard break immunity. It's not as good as an energy because it doesn't have the chain hit damage here, right? But the strike proc gives you 110% additional damage to boss types. So this may actually be better at higher end play because let's see if I can nail this, guys. Tell me if I'm being crazy or if this is super deep nerd Marvel Future Fight stuff here. As you progress further in the game and you get closer to 25% pierce on your cards, the additional pierce effect from the beatdown proc becomes less beneficial due to diminishing returns on the pierce. And this strike proc for 110 or whatever, 100 plus percent damage to boss types actually becomes really strong, which is where the benefits of a destruction actually show up, is like late game. And I think that is actually accurate. I could be wrong. Could be talking out my buns, but I don't think so. I think that's real. That's why a destruction can be good and why it can seem so bad when you are on like an early account. Anyhow, we're almost to the end of your tier 4s here, dude. We're getting there. Where were we? Iron Man. Moving on. Nice artifact, bro. Some Uru for this poor gal. Yeah, my brilliant energy. Nice. Brilly. Needs some more Uru. Yep, 0.9. Everything looks good, man. They're all good. You know what you're doing, man. You know what you're doing. What are you doing for your next tier 4, though, is the question. I mean, your bases are covered, right? Yeah, you've got Wanda already. So that's just a quick uniform swap. I mean, shoot, you're getting close to like support territory if you're not there already. Because you got a lot. You're thinking about Quicksilver next? What is Quicksilver's best CTP? Is it a conquest? Or survivability? I know next to nothing about this uniform in PvP. I don't see it a lot. I don't go up against it very often. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, no CTP, so not sure how much juice. Authority or conquest? Gotcha, thanks, Goat. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, something to help keep him alive. Yeah. If he fits into your teams, go for it. But if you're just like, I don't know, like you might benefit more from some support for like, you're really into PvP. I can tell. Free to play PvP. I'm about that life. So yeah, could go that route. Because yeah, at some point you'll get into wanting to like maybe tier 4 Nick Fury. I don't know, a couple of the supports. If you have Taskmaster's uniforms, Taskmaster's a good one to tier 4 for World Boss Legend pushing. Because since your cards are PvP, you might like feel the support value a little more. You know what I mean? For World Boss Legend and World Boss Legend Plus. But in the meantime, man, you know as much about, you know way more about what tier 4s you need next than I could tell you. I got a lot of characters, man. You've already got a lot of tier 4s, so if you want to keep going with PvP, who else still even left that's better than Quicksilver? You know what I mean? You can't get weapon hacks, right? So Captain Marvel's sort of out for you as well. Same way she is for me. So I guess the only thing you'd watch out for is Shang-Chi. Wait and see how Shang-Chi lands, man. He might be better than Quicksilver by a good amount. But again, up to you. And you already have Quicksilver's uniform, so since you're so into PvP, you probably just do them both, man. Just do Quicksilver and then do Shang-Chi. Why not, dude? Yeah, your account looks really good, Blaze. Nice one, dude. Nice one, man. On the pay-to-play account, I picked up Dr. Voodoo's uniform. I've got him, so we ended day 2 with a level 68 Dr. Voodoo, a tier 3 Thor, and a tier 3 Iron Man with the CTP of energy. Still can't kill Maximus, dudes. So, for people that are wondering about... no, not necessarily the guy. Not necessarily at all. In fact, his kit leans much more towards PvP than it does towards PvE, in my opinion. He might be strong for PvE, but I don't think he'll be like meta, in my opinion. All right, Meg. All right, guys. I gotta call it. I'm getting like cloudy over here and hazy. I'm gonna start dreaming on stream. I'm gonna check out. Bro, I got one more thing. Last night on Alex's stream, dude, he did this thing. I think he's got some kind of setup where he's got like a second monitor, his main monitor, and then one of those like vertical monitors or something, or he's got something up high. And dude like was looking at it and just did this. And there was like no sound on the stream or anything, dude. The music died out or there wasn't any or something. Dude, I was about to refresh my stream. I have never seen a live streamer pause so perfectly in one position. It cracked me up, y'all. I was laughing so hard. I was like, bro, checked out. He froze. He's done. He's left his body. He's no longer part of the live stream. That's it. You saw it, right? That was pretty funny, man. Had a good time. That cracked me up. That was a good time, by the way, that live stream last night. I enjoyed hanging out with y'all. Checking all that out. All right, my friends, that is going to do it for me for today. Sorry about the short account help. We almost made a full account help in 2 days. If I don't get like full-blown sick, we'll try and keep up the account help through the week and get everything done before servers go down, guys, because we got an update going live tonight. Cynic Alex will be live again tonight with the update. I might be hanging out for that one, but I'm not feeling well and it's in the middle of the night. So we'll see. But I might see y'all there. And if I don't, I'll see y'all in the morning. All right, guys. If you enjoyed the stream, had a good time, learned anything, go ahead and hit that like button. You know it helps us out a lot. If you want to see more live stream series, we're doing it every day at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Got more videos coming your way in the future shortly, and we are going to be hopefully getting another tier 4 character here in the next couple days. So stay tuned, y'all. Thanks so much. I'm Olden Gray. This is Free to Play, and I hope you all have a spectacular day. We'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys.